Australia, John Taylor, at the University of Queensland, Gatton. The wettest spring in record. We had absolutely record rainfalls, and they were distributed over large areas of Queensland, and ultimately those even flowed down into New South Wales, further south, and into Victoria. So it was many times the area of Texas. There's the immediate damage that a flood causes, and whether that's damage to infrastructure, to whether it's roads and railways, but also to houses. It damaged the spirits of a lot of people, but also it was extraordinary how quickly after the rain you could start to see a smile on people's faces. And you can well imagine that after 15 years of drought, they'd be pretty happy to see some rain, and for some of them to be faced with some inconvenience for a while. The extraordinary thing is within a day or so of the water receding, the army and trucks came out and scooped that all up. It was quite extraordinary what was achieved in basically 1 to 2 weeks after that event. Because of the floods, because of the fact we had no power and no light, and produce in our refrigerators was starting to deteriorate. We ended up having people, groups of up to 20 at our house, having barbecue dinners, often 3-course dinners, and just socialising from the moment the sun went down until basically the beer and wine ran out. So they really were extraordinary occasions. I mean, it's a tragedy that we have to have such an event to bring people together like that, but it has been quite amazing to see how it's brought that community together and basically rejuvenated a community. But as I say, that rain, it has some negative impacts in some areas, but it's breathed new life into other areas. And the fascinating part about some of that rain, as we've come south, we're still actually following those waters are still moving south. And they're bringing with them the goodness that comes not only with the rain itself, but also with the nutrients that are in the water, the silt and things like this. So yeah, like a lot of things, they have negative consequences, but there's also some positive consequences.